Well, it's been 5 months and 5,000 miles since I got this 2026 Tesla Model Y Juniper. And if you've got a YouTube channel, I think you're contractually obligated to do the obligatory 5,000 mile review. And this video is that. So let's get into it. Yeah, so it's been 5 months and 5,000 miles since I got this 2026 Tesla Model Y Juniper. And while there is a ton to like about this video, and we are going to get into that in just a second, later on in the video, I'm going to tell you a couple of the things that I wish they would have added or changed or included, as well as would I buy it again? And I think my answer might surprise you. But first, let's get into all the things that I love about this car. And it's gonna sound a little fanboyish, which is kind of the opposite of me. I'm not one of those go Elon, Tesla is the greatest ever kind of guys, but I really like this car. First, let's get into the particulars of this car. I bought it in May of 2025, a Memorial Day weekend, actually. So it's been exactly 5 months and 5,000 miles, which puts me at about 12,000 miles per year, which isn't bad. And it does mostly around town driving. We have done one road trip with this car up to San Jose, back down to LA. So that's got one trip on it so far. I'd like to do more, but you know, kids' school schedules and all kinds of other stuff going on. We just haven't had a chance to do road trips. So this is a 2026 Tesla Model Y Juniper dual motor long range. Now, obviously this was bought before there was the standard, and now technically this is the premium. But that marker didn't come until a few weeks ago. But when I bought this, it didn't have the premium logo on it, but technically all the specs on this is now the new premium. All right, you got all that? That's this car. Let's go take a look. Hope you're enjoying our 5-month, 5,000 mile review of this Tesla Model Y Juniper. Don't forget to hit the like button on the video, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and now back to more review stuff about the Juniper. We begin with the exterior, and I mean, there is a lot to love about this car. I think they knocked it out of the park in terms of design and styling and making it definitely different than the Gen 1 Model Y. Now, a little history. I have been driving electric cars since 2014. I've got the full resume in the description of this channel. We've had a RAV4 EV, a couple of Bolts, a Volt. Now we have 3 Teslas, and we're still driving 3 Teslas. So our first Tesla is a 2019 Tesla Model 3 SR Plus, and we still own that car. So lots of Tesla experience, lots of EV experience, and we also own a 2022 Tesla Model Y Performance. So I've got a lot of experience with the Gen 1 Model Y as well as this new Juniper, and lots of comparisons, of course, can be made. But man, I love the exterior styling. Obviously, it doesn't come with a spoiler that was added later on, thanks to my friends at EV Base. So yeah, the exterior styling is definitely something to watch. I think some people absolutely love it, and some people, I mean, as with anything, some people don't like it. But there's a lot to like here. I think styling-wise, I love the front light bar, which does not come with the new standard. It's just got regular headlights. So that front light bar, you got to do premium or above. And I definitely like the light bar in the front, as well as the light bar in the front. But the styling on the front of this car is so amazing. If you're wondering, yes, these are the stock wheels without the wheel covers. So that's what they look like. All I added was the center cap and the lug nut covers. I'll have a link down in the description if you want to do that to yours. So yeah, those are the stock wheels. And then of course the light bar, this is daytime, but you're not seeing the light bar, but this obviously glows red, and it has to do with reflection and all kinds of stuff. It's not actually just a light right there. It makes it look bigger than it actually is. So there's our dual motor moniker, as well as our channel name. So definitely exterior styling. I love it. I think it's amazing. One thing I wish this car didn't do, and that's kind of like all cars have this problem. When you wash a car, it always drips right here. You can see those 3 lines there? That's dripping from the mirror. And I get it, this is not a Tesla problem, but back here is a major, major problem. This deck right here, this big panel right there, gets so many of those drip marks coming from all of this plastic here. So after you wash your car, you can even see some residue here, some hard water stuff here. So after you wash your car, you almost have to go like a couple hours after and wipe it down. And then the next day, you kind of have to go back and wash it down because you really don't want those hard water stains kind of etching the paint, etching the clear coat. But yeah, I get it. Most cars have this problem, but this car in particular, especially in the back, it's a huge problem. And those with Model Y Junipers, you know. We are now inside the car, and this is going to seem a little weird, I know, but my favorite part of the interior is probably the thing that you interact with most on a car. It's literally the main input to the car's drivability, and that's the steering wheel. I don't know what it is about this steering wheel. It is absolutely next level comfortable to hold and drive and feel and all those human qualities that we tend to like. Now, comparing to my 2019 Tesla Model 3 SR Plus, which I am fairly sure is actual leather, the steering wheel is actual leather, which now after 6+ years is kind of got that slippery, shiny, and it could use a detail. And is definitely, you know, not as nice feeling as day one. Then you get up to my 2022 Tesla Model Y Performance, and that steering wheel has always been kind of weird and spongy. Like you squeeze it and there's like a lot of give to it, and it feels kind of delicate. This not only feels solid, I mean, it is like you can't really push into it or anything. It's got a very solid feel to it, but at the same time is just comfortable and nice and pleasant to hold. I don't know what it is about it, but I love, love, love this steering wheel. And I don't think other YouTubers are mentioning that at all. So if you're in the market for a Juniper, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised about the steering wheel. So in terms of the front seat, I mean, there's a lot of changes from the Gen 1 to the Gen 2 Juniper. Obviously, these speaker grills are more integrated, more refined. We've got this linen cloth part of the door, as well as the ambient lighting extends into the door card. Everything feels more premium. It's a little more, I said about the steering wheel, this feels more spongy. Even down here has a nice premium give to it. This is now carpeted compared to my Gen 1. I know the later Gen 1s already had the carpet, but that's new for me, so that's kind of cool. Speaker down here as well. And then, of course, you know, you've got the ambient lighting. I've got blue for Dodgers, go Dodgers. And that's an aftermarket piece right there, that hub. But I have the blue matching this blue. Linen on the dash. Again, this feels premium, has like a sponginess to it. Even up here, you can see my finger kind of giving right there. And I think all of that adds to the new quietness of the drivability and the cabin. Yes, it is definitely a thing. Coming from a Gen 1 Model Y to this new Juniper, there is definitely a next level quietness, softer ride. All of the other YouTubers and what you've been hearing, those rumors are true. It is definitely quieter and softer and nicer and just feels better. So if in front here, we've got the center console, and this slides forward, this slides and closes. So you, I mean, I don't know who's not using cup holders these days, but all of this is customizable. There is, let's see here, just so you know, there's a lighter outlet right there, so no USB in the front. The only USB in the center console is right here. You can see right there. That's the only USB-C in the center console. So I always like to have more options. This one from EV Base has retractable cables, so you don't even have to remember to have the cables. This is the older model and has the Lightning, which we're still in a transition phase with iPhones in our family. So having the Lightning is nice. The new one has a double USB retractable, which is also very nice. And holy cow, I will tell you this. This thing charges your phone fast. My son's phone was dead, 0 in the morning. We had a 10-minute, maybe 15-minute drive to school, and it went to 30%. So just to give you an idea of how fast that thing charges, it's fantastic. In the glove box, well, we'll get to the glove box later, but glove box also has, that's where your Sentry mode USB is. Nice seats. I will say the Gen 1 seats, I think, are more comfortable, but that could be because they've been worn in and aged, so I don't know. Obviously, I love, love, love the perforated, ventilated, cooled seats. Just amazing. I mean, it is not a gimmick. And the heated seats throughout is also nice. This, again, is the premium version. You're not going to see the same thing on the standard. I also have a heated steering wheel, which I am coming from my 2019 Model 3. Did not have a heated steering wheel. Also, I will say this, heated steering wheel, not a gimmick, amazing. I love having that feature. Back seat is very, very roomy. Now, granted, I'm only 5'7", so I'm not a big guy, but I mean, lots and lots of legroom. I've seen other YouTubers that are plus 6 feet, and they fit in here nicely. I've got lots of headroom as well. Very, very comfortable and very spacious for my growing teenage boys who spend more time back here than I do. Obviously, there's back seat pockets here. They're very, very tight, so don't put anything there that you don't want crushed, because it really does not have a lot of give. I basically usually keep these in here, cables for phones and stuff, so they can plug in and charge their stuff. Maybe a magazine, if people use magazines, I don't know. This is actually a big upgrade right here. The center screen is part of the Juniper Premium and above. Let me grab the camera so I can show this to you. So yeah, this back screen is fantastic. It controls the AC. It's of course got Netflix, Hulu, Twitch, YouTube, and I'm not sure why your passengers would want to check out Tesla tutorials, but it's got that as well, and some games, which on our one road trip with this car was actually heavily used. I thought it'd be gimmicky. I thought the kids wouldn't want to use it, but it turns out they had a lot of fun with it. We've got controllers that we bring with, previous PlayStation 4, I believe, controllers, and these work great. So we just keep those in the door, and the kids love that. This is, of course, an aftermarket product. It only comes with 2 USB-C ports right here, and I wanted to add more because I've got, this is coming from the front, which is running my mag back off on the left top there of the screen. So then that took up a port. And then, so I've added a port, a USB-C here and a USB-A, and then the original USB-C there. So got lots of, I just stuck this on with 3M automotive tape, you can see right there. And it's been solid. It's been great. That's from Joa, by the way. I'll have the link down in the description. Really not trying to do an ad here, but just, I know the questions are going to pop up. Hey, what's that hub you got in the back seat of your car? I like that. So there you go. That's that. So this is the back seat. We've got the ambient lighting as well as the linen theme throughout. Again, the door card, everything. The door sounds great. Very solid. It's got the automatic or electronic opening. And hey, you know what? While I'm doing this, let me show you this, because this has been a big topic lately, and safety. And yes, the back seat definitely has. You should show anyone who is riding, especially your kids, because they're probably going to ride back here more than anybody. But back here is the emergency door opener with this big, nice yellow cable. You pull on that, and so if the car is completely dead, 12-volt dead, no power getting to the door, you can still get out of the car by pulling this right here. In the front, it's a little bit different. I'll show you that in a second. That's a pull right there. In the front is right here. So you pull on that, and that will be the emergency opening the door thing if you have no power. A lot of people use this on accident, which you shouldn't do because it messes with the window and stuff. So that's how you emergency release the doors if for some reason you lose power. Taking a look at the back here, and this is where this car shines. Lots of room, lots of storage, and now it's got automatic seats. Check this out. Automatic, which is not a big deal until you bring them back up. That's pretty cool. And apparently the fastest motors in the industry, at least according to the Tesla engineers. It'll do the big one too. So if you're at Home Depot or IKEA or whatever and you are loading up the back here, it is super, super simple to bring that up and down. And I don't think it showed on this video, but if the seats are back, the front seats are back, it actually motorized, you know, those seats will move up for you as well. So very, very cool. Another 12 volt back here. Here is the emergency release, or the release for the charge port if you have issues with that. If it's not opening, it's mainly if you get the J1772 adapter stuck in there. That's where you would find that. This is aftermarket. It doesn't come that way, but oh, and this is aftermarket as well. I put rubberized things to carry stuff, especially if, like, you know, you go to the grocery store and get milk. You really don't want that smelling up your car. Under storage, tons of storage on the sub Frunk, and there's actually a storage area, thin storage area ahead of that, which I keep other things as well that don't want sliding around. So this is packed with all kinds of emergency stuff, tire stuff, my camera equipment, compressor, lots of room back here, and that's where the Tesla Model Y shines the most. Lots of back seat room, lots of trunk room, and let's take a look at the Frunk while we're at it. All right, popping the Frunk. Now this, I guess, would be one of the things I wish they would have included. Yes, it pops the Frunk, but it doesn't open. So you have to manually open it. And then the next level, if you're going to call a car premium, now granted I bought this car before that premium moniker was around, but if you're going to call something premium, I believe this should automatically close as well, because it's a hassle. It's a bummer. And then you still have to do the two-hand maneuver to close it properly. So that's kind of annoying as well. We've got the windshield wiper fluid is now up front. It used to be here on my previous model, as well as a drain, which is welcomed, but I've yet to use it, and I probably won't ever use it. But those that like to get to tailgate, throw some ice in there, have some adult beverages, you can now drain with this plug right here. This hook here is for towing, which used to be down here, so that's kind of hidden, and then there's a light as well. Emergency is there as well if for some reason someone gets stuck in the Frunk, although I don't see how that would happen. Some of the changes between this premium model and the standard model is you don't have any of this plastic here. I mean, they've really stripped down the standard model. Not that that's a big deal, but I think it might help with sound. And then there's a sound gasket up here as well. So that's pretty much the Frunk. This pops out, revealing other things, brake fluid, and the 16-volt battery in this car, which I don't think you're going to need to change for the life of the car, because the new 16-volt, as opposed to the lead-acid 12-volt, is now lithium-ion. Okay, let's get into some of the things that I would like to have seen or changed on the video. I just mentioned the Frunk. I wish that was motorized and automatic, so there is item number one that I wish they would have added to this car. Item number two is not a huge deal, but it's a little frustrating, and I'm going to show you why. It's the glove compartment, and it is so tiny. Like, it literally just fits these papers, and that's it. And this is where the Sentry Mode stick is, and you can see I've got an aftermarket kind of USB hub there from EV Base, and that makes it a little easier. But check out, it's so hard to get in there with your hand to do anything. I don't want to pull it out because you have to do it safe wise. You have to pause it before you pull it out. And I think it is recording now. Yeah, it's recording now. So don't just pull out the stick. The stick is right here. That comes with it. And so this makes it a little easier to pull out and put back in. But this, because you have to kind of pinch your fingers and put your knuckle up high, and it's really hard to pull this out, and then getting it back in is next level difficult. So yeah, not a lot of space here in the glove compartment. And I get it. Who really uses the glove compartment? But make it a little bit bigger so it's easier for the Sentry Mode stick. They did have to do a mobile service fix on this glove compartment. The early models, they refused to open. So what they did is they added this plastic circle right here, and now it is flawless. It works great. I think newer models are either coming with this now, or they've reworked the engineering on how this works. But it's been working great ever since they put the plastic spacers on, I guess. to make the magnets not so strong. Another thing I wish they would have included, and that is charging. It's still at 250 kilowatts. That's pretty slow if you compare them to Chinese-made EVs these days. It's also slow compared to the Tesla Cybertruck, which is running at 325 kilowatts. So I really wish they would have added that faster technology to this car. It's still the same as the previous Model Y. It would have been a nice little bump in upgrade and be able to use those V4 superchargers the way they were meant to charge. The other thing is the Cybertruck allows you to use power from the car with an adapter. So you plug in here and you can plug in, I don't know, camping equipment or whatever. But output would be great too. Like in a power outage, for instance, you'd be able to use your car minimally for power. So not included on this model, and I wish it was. Okay, this is the moment you've all been waiting for, the moment I teased at the beginning of the video, and that is, would I buy this car again? And my answer is yes and no. I know it's confusing. I get it. So what I mean by that is, at this particular given time in my life, this car checks all the boxes. It is amazing in every way. I love the looks, the styling, the ride, the technology, the app usage, the supercharger network. I love everything about the car. It is fantastic and amazing. But the only reason I really have it is because I need more space in the back seat. So if you're on that same fence, I don't know why you're sitting on fences, but anyway, if you're in the same group of people, I've got 2 teenage boys. They're growing, they're not getting any smaller, and the back seat for them, they need lots of space, and that's the reason I have this car right now. If it were a different time in my life, let's say the kids are grown and they're off to college and all that kind of stuff, I would buy a Tesla Model 3 Performance. I absolutely have always been a car guy more than an SUV and truck guy. I just like the way cars ride. I like the lower stance. I love the performance of cars. That's the car I would get. If I don't need a back seat and I don't need the space for that, that's the car I still love getting in my 2019. I have a Model 3 already. I love getting in that car and whipping it around corners and having fun with it. It just handles differently. For those that like a higher ride, like my wife, for instance, she doesn't like cars. She likes to ride a little higher when she's in traffic, and she spends a lot of time in traffic. So that little extra height means the world to her. So if you're in that camp, then this is the car to get. But really, the only reason I have this car right now is because I need the space for my boys. They need the back seat space for road trips and around town and all that kind of stuff. So I would get this car in a heartbeat. Again, yes, absolutely, for my current situation, but any other situation, Tesla Model 3 Performance, they're basically the same cars. I get in and out of these cars all the time, and they just feel similar. They're great. They're fantastic. So there you go. Those are the 2 cars I guess I would get. And I hope that answers your question from earlier. There's my 5,000 mile review and 5-month review if you want to include that as well. Don't forget to hit the like button on this video. It means the world to me. It means the world to the channel. And really, it just takes seconds out of your day. Just set it and forget it. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. Set it and forget it as well. But it'll let you know when we've got new videos, and that's always a good thing. So thank you once again for taking the time to watch this far in the video, watch our videos, and I'll see you next time. We've got more to come.